Pull up a crate. Let the lantern light chase the shadows from your face. Out there, the sea is a black mirror, holding secrets and singing a lullaby of drowned men. Most nights it's just wind and water, but sometimes you hear something else. A whisper, a name, Davy Jones. That name chills even the bravest sailor. It belongs to the deep, to the crushing dark where the sun never reaches. We are men of the sea. We respect its power, but we fear what lies beneath. Every creak, every snap of a sail makes you wonder, is it just the ship or something listening from below? The old salts know. They've seen shapes in the fog that don't belong to this world. When the rum flows, the tales spill out. Tales of him. Some say he was a man, a sailor, maybe a pirate king. No one knows for sure. The stories are tangled, but all agree. He made a pact, a deal with a power older than the sea. Some say it was for love, others for dominion. Whatever the price, he paid it with his soul. He became the sea's keeper, its warden, the ferryman for all who die at sea. He is the darkness that waits when a ship goes down in a storm. So listen close, forget the shanties and tales of treasure. The real story of the sea isn't about gold. It's about survival. It's about what you'll do to avoid the cold, wet dark. It's about the promises you make when the waves claw at the deck and death grins in every whitecap. It's about the one name you pray you never have to call, because he might just answer. And his price is eternity, an eternity in his service, bound to the depths, forever lost to the sun. Every sailor knows the phrase, "gone to Davy Jones' locker." It's more than a grave, it's a prison. The locker is his domain, a vast, lightless kingdom of silt and bone, littered with wrecks. Imagine the crushing pressure, the eternal cold. Down there, time stands still. Drowned men don't decay. Their eyes stare into the endless black. They are his treasures. Every sailor, pirate, and officer who sinks becomes another trinket. The locker is a curse, the embodiment of every sailor's fear, to be lost, forgotten, and trapped forever at the bottom of the world. On land, your soul might find peace, but the sea claims you for itself, and he is its collector. To end up in his locker is to be denied any hope of an afterlife. Your spirit is chained to your watery corpse, bound to serve him. You become another silent resident of his abyssal realm. The old tales say the locker is a real place, a chest at the bottom of the ocean, or perhaps the entire ocean floor. It doesn't matter which is true. The fear is the same. It's the fear of being utterly and completely lost. Sailors performed rituals, made offerings, and said prayers, not just for safe passage, but to stay out of his reach, to avoid becoming another soul in Davy Jones' locker. Who is the man behind the myth? The stories paint a terrifying picture. Some say he's more beast than man, skin cold and slimy, barnacles and seaweed clinging to his flesh. His beard is a nest of writhing tentacles, his leg a crab's claw. His breath smells of the grave. His ship is no ordinary vessel, it's a living thing, a cursed galleon rising from the depths. They call it the Flying Dutchman, crewed by the men he's claimed. Lost souls, twisted and warped by the sea, their humanity stripped away. They are part of the ship itself, faces fused with coral, bodies bloated and waterlogged. They board your ship in the dead of night, dragging you down to meet their captain. He is not just a monster, he is a force of nature, the sea's cruelty made flesh. Davy Jones is the one who comes to collect the debt every sailor owes. He is the reason we fear the deep. One of the most chilling tales is how Davy Jones came to command the Flying Dutchman. The Dutchman was already a legend, a ghost ship doomed to sail forever. Its captain, Vanderdecken, swore a blasphemous oath, and the devil took him at his word. The Dutchman sailed on, a phantom vessel, an omen of doom. But Davy Jones saw the cursed ship as a perfect tool. In a storm that shook the heavens, Jones confronted Vanderdecken and bent him to his will. He twisted the curse, making the Dutchman his own chariot of death. Now the Dutchman is his hunting dog. When Jones wants a soul, he sends the Dutchman. Its appearance is a death sentence. No escape, no mercy. Davy Jones is not just a collector, he is a hunter. There's another story, a more personal one. The Black Spot. It's a summons, a judgment delivered by one of his crew. If you have a debt to pay, you'll receive it. A small, round piece of paper or cloth marked with a single black spot. The moment you touch it, your fate is sealed. It's not a threat or a challenge, it's a notification. Davy Jones is coming for you. From that moment you're haunted, shadows in every corner, whispers on the wind. You can run, you can hide, but you cannot escape. The black spot is a magical tether binding you to him. One famous tale tells of Calico Jack Rackham, a pirate who boasted he'd tricked Davy Jones. That night, a figure in a dripping coat entered the tavern, placed a damp piece of sailcloth with a black spot before Jack and left. Jack's bravado vanished, replaced by terror. He fled inland, but it was no use. He saw tentacles in the shadows, heard the ocean in the trees. Days later, he was found dead, his face frozen in horror. The black spot had claimed him, without Jones ever lifting a finger. Not all tales of Davy Jones are about pirates. Some are about simple sailors. There's a story of Thomas, a fiddler whose music was the sweetest on the seas. When his ship was caught in a terrible storm, the Dutchman appeared, and Davy Jones himself listened. As the ship sank, Thomas played a final sorrowful tune. Jones offered him a deal play for my crew for 100 years, and I'll spare your life. Thomas agreed. He was brought aboard the Dutchman, alive but no longer free. His soul belonged to Davy Jones. They say you can still hear him on certain nights. A faint, sorrowful fiddle drifting across the water. It's a reminder. Davy Jones can be bargained with, but his price is always steep. Sometimes he wants more than your life. He wants your talent, your hope, your spirit. These stories weren't just tales. They shaped a sailor's life. Superstitions, rituals, tattoos, all to ward off Davy Jones. The fear of him was a constant low-level dread. It made sailors cautious, respectful of the ocean's power. Every unexplained noise, every shadow was a sign of his presence. This fear kept men awake, listening for the creak of a ship that shouldn't be there. The tales explained the unexplainable, gave order to chaos. They fostered camaraderie, but also bred paranoia. The lore of Davy Jones was a heavy blanket of fear that covered everyone on board. It was a fear that never truly slept. Centuries have passed. The age of sail is gone, but Davy Jones endures. He's become a cornerstone of pirate lore, the ultimate villain of the high seas. His story is retold in books, films and games, each generation reshaping him. Sometimes tragic, sometimes pure evil, but always the same at the core. The cursed ship, the monstrous appearance, the locker full of souls. He's transcended superstition to become a global icon of maritime horror. Why does he still haunt us? Because the sea is still a place of mystery and danger. Even with all our technology, the ocean remains untamed. Ships still sink. People are still lost to the waves. Davy Jones gives that fear a face, a name. He is the reminder that the sea can always claim you. So, next time you stand by the shore, listen. You might hear the echo of an old fear, the whisper of a name, Davy Jones. His legend is more than a pirate's story. It's a testament to our relationship with the sea. As long as tides ebb and flow, as long as ships sail, he will be there. The spectral captain, the collector of souls, the warden of the deep. The tales may change, but his purpose remains. He is the final port of call for those lost to the waves, the keeper of the locker at the bottom of the world. The sailors of old are gone, but their stories remain. These tales are their legacy, a warning, a reminder. The sea is beautiful and terrible, and some legends are born from truths too frightening to face. Davy Jones is always waiting, always watching, for the sea is patient, and it always claims its own in the end.